I noticed the empty chairs before anyone else did. 2 of them near the end of the long table in the restaurant's private room. My fiancé's cousins had filled the rest of the seats. People were laughing, passing plates, clinking glasses. The room had that warm kind of noise that comes when everyone already knows each other. But those 2 chairs stayed untouched. Someone had placed little name cards there out of politeness. My parents' names. I kept glancing at them the way you check a clock when you're pretending you're not waiting. At some point, my fiancé squeezed my hand under the table. He didn't ask anything. He just gave that quiet look that meant he'd noticed too. I excused myself halfway through dinner and stepped into the hallway. The call rang 3 times. My mother picked up, cheerful, distracted. "Oh honey, I meant to call you earlier." I could hear restaurant noise behind her. Glasses clinking, someone laughing loudly, my sister's voice somewhere in the background. "Where are you?" I asked. "We're at La Piazza," she said easily. "Your sister just got promoted to regional manager. Your dad wanted to take her somewhere nice." I leaned against the wall. My engagement party was 15 minutes away. "You knew tonight was the party?" There was a pause. "Not guilt, just mild inconvenience." "Well, we thought you'd understand. This is a big moment for her." In the background, my sister said something that made everyone at their table laugh again. For a second, I imagined the scene clearly: champagne glasses, congratulations. My parents beaming at her across the table. I realized something strange then. I wasn't angry, just tired. "Okay," I said. "You're not upset, are you?" I smiled even though she couldn't see it. "Of course not," I said calmly. "Just don't be surprised when you miss the wedding too." She laughed awkwardly, assuming it was a joke. "Don't be dramatic." "I'm not." Then I hung up. The party finished without them. People asked polite questions. I gave simple answers. Something came up. My fiancé didn't push for details that night. We drove home quietly, not uncomfortable silence, just the kind that lets a thought settle properly. And for the first time in my life, a decision formed without hesitation. I wasn't going to keep waiting for them to show up. The wedding plans changed the next morning. Smaller venue, smaller guest list. Some invitations quietly disappeared. Mine never went out to them. A few days later, I wrote a letter, not to them, to my fiancé's parents. They had been generous since the beginning, offering help with the wedding, asking thoughtful questions, treating me like I mattered. So I explained why the guest list looked the way it did, why my parents' names weren't on it. I wrote about small things, not dramatic ones. Birthdays that moved because my sister had competitions. Graduations where my accomplishments were mentioned briefly before conversation returned to her future. Family dinners where my opinions drifted past unnoticed, nothing cruel, just a pattern. At the end of the letter, I wrote one simple line: "I'm not trying to punish them. I'm just done rearranging my life to compete for their attention." My fiancé's parents responded the next day. They said they understood. They said the wedding would be whatever made us feel peaceful. And that was the end of it, or so I thought. A week later, someone knocked on my door. When I opened it, my father stood there holding a folded piece of paper, the letter. My stomach tightened slightly. I hadn't sent it to him. He looked older than usual, not angry, just unsettled. "Is this why you cut us off?" he asked. He held the letter up. I stepped aside and opened the door wider. "Come in." He stayed near the entrance, still holding the paper. "I got this from your sister," he said. "She found it when she visited your fiancé's parents." He looked down at the pages again. I don't understand most of this. For a moment, I considered explaining, but explanations had never worked before. So instead, I nodded toward the paper. "Read it out loud." He frowned slightly. "What?" "Just read it." After a few seconds, he unfolded the letter. His voice sounded steady at first. He read about the engagement party, about the phone call, about the empty chairs. Then he reached the section about birthdays and graduations. His pace slowed. A few times he stopped, like he was trying to remember the moments I described. "I don't remember it like this," he muttered. Quietly, I didn't respond. He kept reading. By the end, his voice had grown quieter. The last sentence hung in the air. "I'm not trying to punish them. I'm just done rearranging my life to compete for their attention." The apartment went silent. He folded the paper slowly. "So, the wedding, it's already planned?" I said. "With them. With people who showed up." He nodded once. Not angry, just thoughtful in a way I had never really seen before. He looked around my apartment for a moment, like he was noticing